Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1056, and today's topic is child's risk of early puberty, and which is also commonly known as precocious puberty. So this early puberty is a serious issue now, and there are a lot of reasons, lot of factors that I am going to discuss. First thing is that what is puberty? Actually, puberty is the child's body development or beginning of child's body towards adulthood, where his or her organs growth will be developing towards reproductive system. He will be getting ready to reproduce. This is called puberty. But there is age. For example, if this type of growth towards adulthood or beginning to go for the development of male and female reproductive organ before the age of 8 in the case of girl, like breast development and her hormonal estrogen secretion, all this menstrual cycle, first period. If it comes before the age of 8, it is a question mark, it is early puberty. And if in the case of boy, means male, if there is facial hair and his voice is changed, his bone growth and all those body development, testicle enlargement, male organs are developing, all these conditions, if it is before the age of 9, it is early puberty. That is the meaning of puberty. And this early puberty is having serious problem. And this puberty is actually, in the girls, it should come around 13 to 14 years. And I mean this normal puberty in the girls, it should come around 12 to 13 years, and the normal puberty in the male child should be around 14 to 15 years. All these growth, hormonal growth, physical growth, and what I have told you, all these conditions. But before that, if it is happening, it means there is some problem. So first thing is that who is at high risk of early puberty or precocious puberty? First thing is that it is common in female child. Precocious puberty is not very common in male, but it happens in female. Secondly, those who are at high risk means they are those who are obese. Obesity is one of the factor. The third is American-African hybrid. That is also one of the factor. That is genetic factor. And the other factors are when they are exposed to social media, these adult advertisements that can stimulate their hormones, and also exposure to sex hormones. If I say exposure to sex hormones, means nowadays lot of dietary supplements are there available, and where many parents, they are using those dietary supplements for good growth of their bone, their muscles, their children's overall growth, health. And these dietary supplements, they are contaminated. I call it contaminated with testosterone, estrogen means male and female sex hormones. So that's why that is exposure to sex hormones. Secondly, especially the girls, they start using different type of adult creams, lotions, ointments, and they also contain these steroidal compounds, that is estrogen and testosterone, that is called sex hormone. So these are all risk factors for the children. And the other factor is, that is medical condition, means if there is brain tumor, or if there is ovarian tumor or cyst in the case of male or female child, or there is birth defect in their brain or in their ovary, then also there is chance of early puberty. And also one genetic defect is, in some cases where there is disbalance of secretion of these endocrinal hormones, and endocrinal tumor formation is there, because endocrinal glands, they are responsible of, that is pituitary area, the pituitary gland also we can call, where they are producing steroidal hormones, and all these steroidal, they are known as corticohormones. These corticohormones, they also contain steroidal sex hormones. If it is produced extra, then there is disbalance in their puberty. And even if there is excess of, for example, female sex hormone in male, there is chance of development of growth of breast in male. If any male who is getting mammary gland developed, his voice is not clear, he is not getting the facial hair, it shows that there is disbalance, the extra production of female's sex hormone, that is estrogen, and he needs hormonal therapy. The same problem goes to female also. If there is extra production of male sex hormone, that is testosterone, then there will not be growth of breast. Also they will develop facial hair, underarm hair, and that is the indication that she needs hormonal therapy. So these are all because of lot of hormone chemistry is involved. Then the other condition is, that is called hyperthyroidism. Means once your thyroid gland is not producing enough thyroid hormone, that hormone contains mainly the iodine derivative, and that is also playing important role in normal puberty. So if it is produced less, that thyroid hormone, then there is chance of early puberty. And these are all very, very important factors to note. Then other factor is that sometimes child gets some tumor or any other type of disease, leukemia. In that condition, they might undergo some medication like radiation therapy. If he or she has undergone radiation therapy, is also one of the factors where they may get early puberty, because during radiation, all these hormones, enzymes, all the reactions will be activated. And in that case, the chance of overproduction of all these hormones is possible, and your all sexual life for female and male is all regulated, is all controlled by two hormones. One is called estrogen, that is progesterone, estrogen, which is called, and this is your female sex hormone. The other one called testosterone. It is your male sex hormone. So these two hormones in your body, they are steroidal, and these steroidal hormones, they play a very important role in early or normal puberty of girl and boy. If there is any disturbance, either over secretion or decrease in the secretion, all these factors are going to affect the puberty. And the problem of early puberty is that, first thing is that once puberty age is there, all the growths will be fast. Your bone development, your muscular addition, all this will be fast and you will be growing fast. But if it comes to early, in that early age, your growth will not be that much what it happens in normal. So you will become short. So that is first problem. And the second problem, if there is early puberty, especially in a girl, female child, she will be confused. She will be having psychological problem. She will lose her esteem, her self-respect, because she will be feeling that why I am exceptional. So that is also social and educational problem. One is growth, the height will be suppressed, and second, the problem of society and her self-respect. And here, let me explain. It is mentioned in literature review. There are two types of early puberty. One is called, that is central early puberty. And central early puberty means where there is tumor growth in your endocrinal gland area, and where the proper secretion of glands are not there. And in the case of female, I have already mentioned, that is when there is ovarian cyst or tumor, then that central type of early puberty is there. And second one is called peripheral. Peripheral early puberty means where your secretion of estrogen, that is female sex hormone, progesterone, and male sex hormone, that is testosterone, is disturbed, and it may be due to the formation of tumor in your spinal cord, or there may be some problem of development of tumor in brain, or maybe some birth defect. So these two type of conditions are given. One is central, another one is peripheral. So here I have already given those in summary. I have already told you, just to note down. Number one, who are at high risk, male and female child. First is being girl. The girls, they are having more chance of early puberty, much more likely to develop early puberty. Number two, American African hybrid. They are also likely to develop early puberty. Third, obesity. Obesity is also one of the contributory factor. If you are obese, you are fatty, it is going to disturb your lot of enzyme and hormone secretion. That is contributory factor. being exposed to adult social media and advertisement. I have already told these things, that if your child is exposed, either male or female, to lot of adult advertisements, that can stimulate their sex hormones and other body hormones, and that may lead to early puberty. Then number 5, being exposed to sex hormones. Nowadays diets are available. I have already told you in that diet hormones are added, in some cream and lotion hormones are added, that is called exposure to sex hormones by children. Number 6, having some medical conditions. There are some medical conditions, sometimes there may be some birth defect, genetic defect, tumor in the brain, tumor in the ovary, or cyst in the ovary, or maybe you might have gone through radiation therapy. These are all medical conditions. And number 7, having received radiation therapy. Some people in early age, they get leukemia or some cancers, and because of that they are subjected to a radiation therapy. That can also lead to early puberty. Now, what is early puberty? What is puberty? That I have given here, that is called precocious puberty. When a child's body begins changing into that of an adult, this condition is called adult. It's called puberty. When child's body begins changing to that of an adult, is called puberty. Too soon, then it is early. Too soon, and when puberty begins before the age of 8 years, that is in female child, girl, and before the age of 9, in the case of boy, a male child, it is considered as early puberty or precocious puberty. Puberty includes rapid growth of bones also, muscles, changes in body shape and size, and development of body organs, and to produce reproductive systems. So this is called early puberty. And what are the symptoms for girl? Very clear symptom is the growth of breast, and first period will start. That is the symptom for girl. And for boy, in male, enlargement of testicles, and then appearance of facial hair and change of the voice. So these are all symptoms of puberty and early puberty. So here I have given this about the central early puberty, that is precocious puberty. It starts too soon, and it is due to tumor in the brain or spinal cord, and that is called central nervous system. And from that central nervous system problem, it is called central early puberty, because of that tumor or that problem in the spinal cord. It is a defect in the brain at the birth. It can be due to the defect in the brain at the birth, or due to radiation therapy of the brain, or in condition where thyroid glands are not producing enough thyroid hormone, that is called hypothyroidism. thyroidism, and it can happen in both girls and boys. This condition of early puberty is called central early puberty. The second one is called peripheral early puberty or precocious puberty. This type of early puberty in child is caused by female or male sex hormone, means either excess, less or more, or disbalance in male and female for the production of these two sex hormones. It may be due to tumor also in adrenal gland, and that releases the hormones. Also there may be cyst or tumor in ovary also, that is also one of the reasons in the case of girl early puberty. And it may be due to genetic disorder also, can cause overproduction of sex hormones. I have already given you all the explanation that I am not going to repeat. And then exposure to external source of estrogen, that is girls from once they have the access from early stage, they are using their mothers, their sisters cosmetics, and nowadays people are writing very clearly where they are mixing with sex hormones, testosterone or estrogen in the cream or lotion, that it is for adult. So they can take care. It may be due to genetic disorder or can cause over production of sex hormones, exposure to external sources of estrogen, that is excess use of cosmetics, being exposed to sex hormones as a dietary supplement, I have already told you that things, or in cream, lotion or in ointments. The radiation therapy of tumors or leukemia increases the risk of early puberty. And number 3, problems of early puberty. There are mainly two problems. First, their height will be seized because of the growth of bone. It will start early, but very quickly it will stop. So that is first. The short height children with early puberty may grow quickly at first, and their bone growth stops early, can cause them shorter height. Number 2, girls are self-conscious because of their breast growth and other things so early, so their esteem and their self-respect is damaged, so they are very much conscious about it, change in their body. And then the other one, that is how to prevent the prevention of such type of early puberty. There are two main measures we can take for our child. First, keep away your child from external sources of hormones, sex hormones. Watch whether they are using such type of materials which are containing testosterone or estrogen hormones. Number 2, encourage your child, either male or female, to maintain their good weight. They are not obese, they are doing exercise, playing. So these two are very, very important. Other factors like genetic or brain tumor or ovarian cyst or tumor, these we cannot take care unless we go for medication. But generally, preventive measures are these two, that watch your child that they should not be exposed to any type of thing like even the social media, hormone, all these things, and they should maintain their weight. So with this, I will stop, and I wish all the parents who are having teenage children or even very young, they can take care, and so that they can avoid early puberty in them. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.